I'm standing on Dublin's O'Connell Bridge very early in the morning alongside an American visitor to the city, Theodore Martin. You're here carrying out a history and archival internship as part of your studies at the University of Minnesota Duluth, but you've been here in Dublin for several weeks. You've noticed that there's an abundance of plaques and historical markers all around the city, but this one that we're standing beside here on O'Connell Bridge, commemorating Father Pat Noyes, this really is rather unique, isn't it, in terms of plaques around Dublin?
Well, unlike most of the plaques in Dublin that I'll commemorate real history, this one here on O'Connell Bridge commemorates really a fake part of history. It's a total hoax. It doesn't commemorate a real person, but a fake man, and then it has a misspelling of a real person's name on it as well.
Okay, so it's a hoax plaque. I've heard there are hoax plaques I know around the world, but this is what makes the Father Pat Noyes plaque very unique. And has it been here for very long? About 20 years, I think, is it?
Well, it was installed in a hole for the Millennium Clock that was put in the year. It was in 2000. There was a hole for the control panel, and then in 2004, two men installed it as a sort of joke, fit right into it. It was taken out around 3 years later in 2007 after it was elected to be left in, and then it reappeared later in the year.
Because the council, it took a while for the council to realise there was this hoax plaque. And as you can see it, I mean, the way it's quite small, this sort of rectangular shape that was left here on the balustrade. So let's see, this is north-south, so this would be the west balustrade on the bridge. So they obviously just secretly left this plaque here. And I mean, it's clearly, I presume it was produced by a Dublin foundry, so you'd have to be a specialist of some type to be producing a piece of work like this.
Yeah, they definitely had some sort of specialized metallic equipment to create this plaque.
Do we actually know who was behind it? Like, do we have any idea who was responsible?
Later, about a year after it was put up, two men anonymously came forward and said it was their two brothers, supposedly, who had put it in. And Pat Noyes is supposedly an anagram for a Latin phrase, Pater Noster.
Okay.
Which means our father, as sort of a tribute to their dad.
Okay, so it's honouring their real
father,
their real life father by commemorating this Father Pat Noyes. So just to confirm, it says here on the plaque that Father Pat Noyes died under suspicious circumstances when his carriage plunged into the Liffey on August 10, 1919. But there was no Father Pat Noyes, and he did not plunge to his death here beside us. But Pater Clancy, he was a real person. It says here this plaque commemorates Father Pat Noyes, advisor to Pater Clancy. Now, so he was not a theological advisor, but Pater Clancy was a real person who did die in memorable circumstances around this time.
Yes, Pater Clancy was an IRA officer who was killed in the Bloody Sunday weekend in 1920.
So he is a real person. There is a real person on the plaque. And what about the organisation? Because I see it says in the corner, beneath the little relief sculpture, erected by the HSTI.
Yeah, the HSTI is also another part of the hoax. It's also not a real organization. Some people say that's another anagram for some foul language.
Okay, so it's not an acronym. It could be a word. SHIT.
Yes.
So that's obviously put in as a sense of humor, but so it's probably a comment about the whole fiasco with the Millennium Clock.
Not really working all the time.
Yeah, was it the climb and the slime, or the time and the slime? So that whole fiasco did create this little space on the balustrade, and some enterprising individuals decided it was perfect for a hoax plaque. So that's something to look out for next time you're on O'Connell Bridge. Just keep an eye out for this small little rectangular plaque honouring Father Pat Noyes. Well, thanks so much for your time, Theodore.